We're at the city of David in Jerusalem, and it's a beautiful day out. I want to show you one story from the Bible. There are many stories around this spot, Bathsheba and David's conquest and so on, but one story in the Bible talks about David's death, or just before his death, when a struggle over the succession to the throne. David planned for Solomon to be the next king, but David's oldest surviving son, Adonijah, had other ideas. And down here we can see the story of how that unfolded. Now, Adonijah, David's oldest son at that point, organized a lot of officials, leaders of the government leaders, military leaders, including Joab, the general, and David's nephew. They all decided to come together and declare Adonijah king before David could get Solomon to be king. Solomon was kind of young still, about 16. And so they gathered together, Adonijah and Joab and the others, down there in that valley. Maybe you can see those buildings down there, and just to the right, a blue roof or two. That area down there is a spring called En Rogel. They had a feast down there to celebrate Adonijah becoming the king. Well, word got back to Nathan and Bathsheba. They went to David, and David immediately proceeded to have Solomon proclaimed as king, put Solomon on his mule. They proclaimed Solomon king at the spring of Gihon, the Gihon spring. It's right down here. Jerusalem was this hill right in front of us here. Down the slope towards the bottom, those buildings down there was the Gihon spring, Jerusalem's water supply back 3,000 years ago and before. And when they proclaimed Solomon king, they blew trumpets, made a lot of noise, people were shouting, and the noise went back there to En Rogel, back in that valley, and they heard the noise, wondered what was going on. A messenger came running up and told them Solomon has just been proclaimed king by David. And of course now their feast down there for Adonijah. Adonijah is now officially trying to usurp the existing official king. They scattered everywhere, and later on Joab and Adonijah were put to death. They got an amnesty at first, but they violated the terms and tried again. But all that happened here, the coronation, well, they attempt to coronate two kings. Adonijah down there at En Rogel, at the end of the hill south of this ancient city of Jerusalem, and Solomon down here on the slope towards the bottom at the Gihon spring. That one succeeded, the other one failed. You can see the entire story right here by the city of David.